Can you introduce yourself and your company for me?
Of course. So my name is Jason Aladdin. I'm the Homestretch Austin owner. My company, Homestretch, we specialize in the 5 main cosmetic things. It's the flooring, landscaping, handyman work, clear outs, and cleaning. So practically what we do, we attack 95% of the things that everybody visualize, which is the flooring and the painting, light fixtures, and we release stress. We make client and agents' lives easier by managing a plethora of home prep services during stressful times, such as state situation, divorce, and relocation. We specialize in increasing the sale price or marketability of a home prior being listed. So we just want the client to spend the minimum and get the maximum in return. So pretty much that's what we do. We're one-stop shop.
So share with me, like if I was a customer, which I see customers like this myself or clients like this, they have a home and, really just everything might be in good condition, but it's got like Tuscan colors and maybe a lot of carpet or whatever. How do you approach that as a consultation or, and I know you do these things, but do you actually consult with people? So I guess it's a 2-part question. So do you actually do a consultation as opposed to them directing you? And then the second item is, how do you convince them on colors and so forth?
Absolutely. So actually we do consultations and we try to drive the client away from big ticket items that's not going to move the needle. So what we want to do is we want to provide the client with the best advice in terms of spending the minimum amount of money and get maximized in return. So pretty much when our average job is about between $5,000 and $8,000. What we do is just like if you have, let's say, red walls, old carpet, we get rid of all these off colors and try to present to the new client a blank canvas so that the new client who wants to buy the house, make it easier for them to imagine the house the way they want to imagine it. And then when they come in, they can change all these colors the way they want. If they want to do blue, red, whatever colors they want to apply, they can do that. And then the way we have 5 color palettes. It's a combination between wall colors, flooring, and carpet. So practically those 5 palettes have been chosen by our national team. It's the top 5 clients could pick from. So we'll make their life easier.
So we covered your services. You have a question. Why do we do what we do? You kind of covered that, right?
Well, I just want to emphasize that we know that time is money. And time kills deals, especially in real estate. We know that realtors wants to get to the closing table with as few issues as possible. We have the same goal. We aim to make the home prep process as simple and painless as possible so that the client will be able to sell the house as fast as possible for the maximum amount of money possible.
Right. And then, so we covered your services. Do you have any kind of program to help them finance these repairs?
Of course, absolutely. We offer financing through YSTAG, which is the client will cover the interest rate for the first 90 days, and the client will be able to get qualified up to $25,000. So pretty much we can do their project without them paying a penny. Then, but by the time they're closing, it's up to them if they want to pay off the loan or just do the 3 years or 5 years payment plan, whatever they choose to do.
Right. Well, let me ask you this question. So you said something about 90 days interest-free. Explain that to me.
So within 90 days, we expect that we're going to finish the house remodeling within 5 to 10 days. And then the realtor is going to go take pictures and put it in the market, and he'll be able to sell it within 10 days. So they have 90 days to do all these things and sell it. But we expect that the turnover is going to be less than a month.
Okay.
But that being said, it's up to them if they want to keep the loan and then start paying after 90 days with the interest, or just pay it off without paying interest.
That's pretty cool. So you're not even a realtor, but one thing I picked up on what you said, which sounds like a real estate agent, is you do the turn around pretty quick on the, getting the home ready for sale. So you're doing your work quickly and, and with quality, obviously. The home goes on the market, it shows better. And you said the realtor turns it around in 10 days. So is that what you're hearing from your clients, that the home looks so good? Typically, if the people listen to your advice, it looks so good, it sells that fast?
Yeah, actually, I have examples where our house sat in the market for 168 days until I got introduced to the client, which is an agent. And it's just the problem is that the seller didn't have the finance to do any updates. So I was like, we're going to get this taken care of. So we went in 1 week. We got all the orange colors out, all the green colors out from the outside, exterior and interior of the house. Then within a week, the house went under contract. So That's the power of Homestretch without the clients having to pay a penny upfront.
You know, I guess I have one more or maybe two more questions. You know, typically what is the process? Like if I give the folks your name, or is there a website or an app or something that they need to go to?
So it's either way. They can even text us or just go to home-stretch Austin and book a consultation. And we always promise that we're going to do the consultation within 24 hours. And after that, proposal within 24 hours. And we usually start between 2 or 3 business days. And average projects take us between 5 to 8 days.
Wow, that's amazing. So basically what you've done is you sped up the process.
Yes.
So 1 day to come out, 1 day to turn around the bid, 3 to 5 days to get on the schedule, 5 to 10 days to get the job done, depending on the scope of the work.
Yes.
So if you added all that up, you got 3 to 5. So we call it, let's go 5 days. It's a week. Whether you can start within a week, it sounds like.
Well,
and then it can be done as fast as a week or less, depending on the scope of the job.
So usually I say 5 to 10 business days, but 90% of the time it's 1 week. As soon as they sign up the proposal, my team's going to be scheduled the next day, and it's going to take them a couple of days to get the project done. We have a big team, contractors, painters, top of the local contractors here that we work with, and we're fast. We have a big team, and we're in and out in 2 or 3 business days.
That's awesome.